This is your friendly reminder to review your replays and to say thank you for all of your support on my channel. If you like these casts, I would greatly appreciate a subscription or possibly joining my Discord. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Hope you enjoy it. Oh, also, down below, let me know what you think of the new intro system we got going on. Hello there, you beautiful people. My name is Willow, and welcome to our FAF cast on Twin Rivers today. I don't know which cast this is going to be, considering I'm recording like 5 of these in a row, and I don't know what order they're going up in, whatever. This is the first one we're doing today, and it is a Twin Rivers FAF cast. It's going to be a 3v3. The game quality is not that great, but the game is interesting, so I decided to cast it. Let's go ahead and start introducing our teams. We have Team 1 in the top right-hand corner. Let's start with the air position. We have Okpuck, a red CYBRAN, going first land, and he is going to be rocking the air position. Down to his south, one of the 2 front players on this map, we have Bolsonaro. That's what we're going with. Bolsonaro is a blue AEON going first land. And then we have another red CYBRAN, more like a hot red, bright red, neon red, I don't know. And his name is MSG. He has gone first land, and that is all for Team 1. Now we're going to go ahead and go down to Team 2, starting with the air position once again. We have Sassin, a pink CYBRAN going first air, and he is just going to be controlling the air units, I guess. Then we have Pearl 12, a blue CYBRAN going first land, and the next 3 factories are going to be land. And the last player in this game is Faujusk, or Dave. It feels like I'm always going to have a Dave in my team games. He's Dave. So, with all of the players introduced, let's look at the map a little bit. We have a lot of reclaim here in the middle, some around the edges of the map, and of course we have these 2 islands, which players are going to attempt to take control of. It looks like both MSG and Dave have sent an engineer out here, MSG slightly ahead, to build some factories over here, and a radar? Yep, a radar right here for Dave, and no moves down here to the bottom island yet. I would guess there's going to be a transport out from both Sassin and Okpuck to try and grab those islands, because they do have 4 mexes, a lot of reclaim, and you can do like cheeky things with tactical missiles and just be a real annoyance using these islands. We do have these 2 straits of water, these Twin Rivers as the name is called for the namesake. And they usually have a little bit of Navy going on, but honestly, it's not that great to go full Navy for anybody. So, yeah. With that out of the way, we have a little bit of scrimmage over this mass over here. He's trying to deny our good friend Dave from grabbing this mass, which should be going to him. He can probably get an engineer out here to come grab it here soon. And as we look at the ratings, the total ratings for each team, or the average ratings, is 1533 for the players on Team 1 and 1433 for the players on Team 2. We have a 17 and 1800, so 2 pro players over here at the top side of the map, and they're joined by an 1100, while Team 2 has 2 1500 rated players, both Dave and Sassin being 1500, and Pearl 12 being a 1200 rated player. And that's how things are shaking up. It looks like a transport did get down here and drop 2 engineers, but it did die for Sassin 12, and we have a transport being loaded up by Okpuck to come and try and grab this. It would be very useful if this factory comes online first, because then you can just use the factory to get out some Mantis and shut down this pretty easily. They could get up a PD, but that'll take away time from building another factory, and in general it's better to have a bunch of units flowing out. So as long as he keeps building factories and those engineers don't die to this bomber coming out from Okpuck, we should be seeing this go to Sassin. He's going to need to keep an eye out. I think he just spotted that bomber. And he's trying to shoot down the transport. Yeah, he's not going to get in time. There is a Mantis on the way with that transport, so that could cause some issues. Building a Sky Slammer first. And this Zeus bomber is coming in, as where up here we have both players completing a factory, but one building engineers, the other building tanks. I think that goes to the faction building tanks. So this might end up going to Dave. If it does, that would be very useful. Both teams want to secure at least one island for themselves. And we have 3 factories up over here, and there are more engineers, so they're about to finish their second factory, and that bomber managed to kill both engineers with a single pass. That is very painful. Now using Mantis to try and build up a factory. Not very efficient whatsoever. As we have a bomber out from Dave doing the same over here, just bombing away at these units. Gonna get rid of that engineer, even though it's not building anything, but hey, still good to get rid of it. And hopefully the second factory comes online in time, so that way we have one island for each team. Although you could see Sasson getting the island over here. In the middle, which we haven't really touched on, it's kind of just split right down the middle. There's more units out for Team 1, I feel, but so far it's not really a very fluid situation. We do have a massive run-by attempt up here by MSG, but I think that's going to be halted by the presence of this line of tanks. And over here we can see one of the factories is dead for MSG, and that is going to lead to the second factory going down in quick succession. We'll see if they can manage to use this, even with the factory disadvantage, to get this island, but it looks like it's pretty in control by Dave. And down here, we do have more units and another transport coming out with 4 engineers, from the looks of it, to try and help assert dominance over here for Sasson. That could help out a lot, as long as he can avoid getting them sniped by bombers once again. And Okpuk's transport is coming back with seemingly more engineers, I would guess, or maybe some Mantis. And this run-by attempt did not get very far. It didn't do very much damage whatsoever. Does leave a nice little bit of reclaim over here. We have Stealth coming on the comm for MSG. He's going to be a sneaky boy. Going to be getting the sneaks up. And yeah, it seems to have stabilized just down the middle. We do have Sasson's comm coming out to try and assist Dave's comm against MSG. We have a slight advantage in Mantis over here for Sasson on this island, and it does look like those engineers got killed by a bomber once again. This factory only needing like 80 hit points. Use your Mantis, finish that factory, get up another factory, start getting more units out, man. You need to do it. You need it. You need the Mantis out so you cannot lose this island. He is using his own bombers now, but it's a lot less effective now that there's 4 factories out for Okpuk. As a large engagement starts over here, we have a lot of Mantis streaming in. Not quite so many Auroras here, but more on the way, trying to cancel that gun speed upgrade from the looks of it. We have speed and range coming on both comms over here, Seraphim and CYBRAN respectively. And they will be doing just fine with those upgrades. It does seem like Dave is going to finish his before MSG finishes, which is perfectly fine. It's pretty even on this top side. On the bottom side, however, that unit spam that was out, all of those Mantis, seems to have died. He is now getting range on the comm. He already has speed. Double gun comm for that AEON. Only thing left to go full Rambo would be getting the shield upgrade and possibly heavy shield later on. As down here on the southern island, we do have what seems to be a victory out for the red CYBRAN player. I don't think that you're going to... Yeah, you should have built the PD a little bit earlier, my friend. You're about to start losing engineers. Oh, this is bad. you're building that PD now, but I don't think your engineers live long enough to finish it, so that is just a loss. These Mantis will clean up anything that comes out of these factories and kill those factories, so it does seem that the top island has been secured by Dave. Are these really islands? It's twin rivers, so like you'd have to assume that the map keeps on going on out here and there's like just a landmass and these two rivers are just cutting off, so this middle area would be the island. The middle area is the island, you say? And we have Bolserono. He is at half health. Has not fared super well, but Okpuk's com is coming out, not his cum. Yeah, that's something I said. I hate myself. Okpuk's com is coming out to try and stop this pressing forward, as we have T2 units, some hoplites out for Pearl 12, who is currently getting a little bit of progress done, but of course it's all short-lived because double comm versus single comm generally means single comm loses. As we have yet another transport with engineers coming out. I don't know what this is going to attempt to do. I wonder where that's landing. Is that's a hopeful transport. A very hopeful transport. Landing in the airbase? Yeah. Bolserono is in dire straits, actually. It does seem that he is going to be losing a lot of health. Of course, now Sassin is 2v1 with the comm, and that is very dangerous as well. Bolserono needs to just keep falling back, most likely. Okpuk is abandoning this flank, as we have a Zeus coming in to smite the ACU, even though it's not going to smite the ACU. It's instead going to die, killing absolutely nothing. But you know, it's the thought that counts. That little bomber just... He decided that, hey, I've been sitting back doing nothing for a little while, may as well go out there and suicide. Map still stabilized between the two parties. The mass generation difference is very low at only 10 mass a second being given up by Team 1, in fact, who is slightly behind on Eco. But they are ahead on Reclaim from the looks of it. But it's very even on total mass. As you can see, the teams are swapping back and forth on which one has more mass in the coffers. As Sassin and Pearl 12 move out to try and get some more ground, the comm of Sassin is going to be very useful at just chipping down at things, and then we have these T2 units, all of these hoplites out, just raining rockets into their opponents. And as that happens, we have Pearl 12 saying, let's not move too far forward, let's not get ourselves sniped. Which is probably a good call. Although, I don't think there's really much to snipe them. Do they have any idea of how much the air player has? Not entirely. As far as ecos go, let's go ahead and check in on the individual mass totals. We have 43 seeming to be the highest number coming out of Dave. Dave is pumping mass out of the ground very quickly. Is he power stalling? No, he's not. Actually, he's at 35. MSG, then, is probably our leader at 40, so that's pretty good. Let's check the air players. Sassin sitting at 25, while Okpuk is sitting at 37. That is a big difference. That's going to start affecting this match more profoundly as it goes on. This gesture spam, instead of getting some T2 mexes, does not seem to be a great idea out from Sassin, as Bolserono's comm is coming out using an asylum to protect himself. He's driving the enemy mad, as asylums often do, and he's going to just use that asylum to protect him as he moves up and starts firing giant balls of death from his comm at massive rates of speed and range. This mech that was taken is going to die. But you know, all good things have to come to an end. As we can see, yes. Oh! I completely missed this. All of the mechs and factories up here were given over to Assassin 12. I thought for a second that it was taken by an enemy player, and then I was like, Pink? No, that's still Team 2. So, yeah, Team 2 still short, like, they're still doing okay on mass. Bolsorono is short stacking by a lot, sitting at 17 mass a second, and stalling 50 mass a second is not where you want to be at this point in the game. But he is using his comm extremely efficiently, getting a lot of kills up on that comm. Just abusing this Asylum combo with the comm's double gun upgrade, and this is really bad for Bolsorono. He doesn't have his shield anymore. He's gonna be taking a lot of damage. That shield generator is not gonna last very long if there's a concerted push. As we have Zeus bombers coming in to try and cut down these T1 spam units. All we really have out here as far as T2 units for Bolsorono goes is this Asylum, which is slowly losing hit points. Its shield just flickered off and it immediately died. Bolsorono needs to start falling back now, or he's going to be in a lot of trouble. Now would definitely be the time to push on his comm. We don't have another shield coming out just yet. We have massive responses from both MSG and Okpuk, bringing out a bunch of Corsairs to attempt a possible snipe if Pearl 12 manages to overextend over here. Bolsorono just playing balls out with his comm, trying to bait out a snipe. That comm at 2 veterancy and 46 kills is still quite tanky. Even though it's in the yellow, it still has 10,000 health almost. Does Okpuk have any idea where units are? He does not. We have a hoplite run by over here, which could be a problem if these Corsairs weren't here, but these Corsairs are going to clean that up very easily. As attack pings go down on these Corsairs, and Dave says, that's scary. The air player for Team 2 is massively behind currently, not at the same level as Okpuk. He did go for the Jester snipe, which he still has the Jesters, but it's just set him back economically and is not helping his case for getting back into the air game. And apparently he's not doing very well on power. He is living off of borrowed power currently. Would be nice to get out a T2 engine he has and get out some T2 power generators. That is probably the best bet for the moment. As we have an attempted run by up here by Dave, it's going to be stopped without any real issue being produced for MSG. Okpuk has his comm out here. He's going to build a factory. I'm assuming that's to start trying to grab up some of this reclaim that's being produced by these constant kind of skirmish battles going on between Pearl 12 and Bolsorono. Bolsonaro? I don't know. Bolsorono, Bolsonaro, balsa wood. His comm is made out of balsa wood. Don't bend over too much. You might snap. And with that, we have a little bit of a lull. We do have Bolsonaro starting to push out just a tad bit, but that's not going to result in anything profound or massive, as we have a line of hoplite over here just doing their thing. MSG is ecoing quite a bit, sitting at 72 mass a second. All of his mexes are seemingly T2. That is indeed true. He is eco-whoring his little heart out, and he has a loyalist out to attempt to dissuade anything from happening. Probably going to get some loyalist spam up and start threatening over here towards Dave. As we have yet again the shenanigans with Bolsonaro and his Asylum plus Calm combination are going to attempt to push in once again and give Pearl 12 some trouble. Although these hoplites are yet again gonna dissuade that from happening. I thought that was gonna be a lot of damage, but it really wasn't significant, if I'm being honest. He did kill the Asylum, so that shield is gone, but it does seem as though there's not quite so much threatening this Calm as he just continues to push forward. We definitely have a Tech 2 advantage and a lot more Tech 2 units out here for our blue CYBRAN player, Pearl 12 here, but it is not resulting in very much, if anything, of an advantage. Unable to commit fully to an attack on this Calm, as we have even more Corsairs out. How many Corsairs is that? 12 Corsairs. That is more than enough for a snipe. And possibly going in to try and snipe Pearl 12, as he did have vision on it. We do have a lot of interceptors for both teams, but I'm still pretty sure Okpuk has the advantage there. 44 fueled interceptors versus... That's not right. Oh, it's only 19 fueled. 31 of those interceptors are out of fuel. They've been running around a little bit too much. And Bolsonaro is going to be falling back to his base from the looks of it, or at least past the halfway point. Not going to be so far forward anymore. Let's go ahead and check on reclaim totals in this game. We have Okpuk sitting at 12,000 reclaim ahead of everybody else. His closest counterpart would be his ally MSG sitting on 6.2 thousand. And as far as mass totals go, the Team 1 are ahead by about 8,000 mass. Nothing insurmountable as far as a lead goes. As far as mass generation goes, though, we have a stark difference between the teams. It does seem that Assassin has caught up on the mass generation front, but is still behind on the power front. 3.6 thousand power being produced by Okpuk versus a mere 1.5 thousand over here for Assassin. But they both seemingly are around the same mass generation totals, around 60 to 66 mass generated per second. That is plenty of mass generation, as we have bricks. Oh, look at these little bricks having a lot of fun just shooting at nothing, but you know, they're there, little tiny bricks, happy bricks. Look at these bricks. All right, bricks, everybody. Bricks. Everybody loves bricks. We have a bunch of these Corsairs. Both players have like these snipe options. Admittedly, Jester is nothing compared to a Corsair snipe, but both players have these snipe options available, but neither of them able to find a susceptible target to snipe with their opposing air forces. As we have the shield upgrade coming out for Bolsonaro. And he is going to be even more tanky as he has triple asylum protection, making the Illuminati triangle of death right here. You have the eye in the middle and the triangle, of course. The triangle of shielding. They mustn't get the triangle of shielding, otherwise our world is doomed. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm just spewing nonsense for the sake of nonsense, because why not? Alright, we do have Tier 3 air out for our red CYBRAN in the top. Let's go ahead and check. Do we have Tier 3 air out for the pink CYBRAN? We do not. Assassin asking where the air staging thing is. It is in T1, if I remember correctly. Nope. Give me that. Tier 1 air staging facility, which for some reason has a range. I don't know why it has a range. Is that the range at which, like, units will automatically come back to it? Oh, sorry. I touched my microphone cord. You might have heard a jingle or a jangle there. Let's go back to the observer mode. And Assassin being a bit of a pessimist, a bit of a what's the word when you give up? Giving in a little bit, claiming defeationist, maybe self-defeating. Come on, man, keep trying. Don't claim defeat early. You can keep trying, and you can do better. You can possibly get the upper hand if the other player thinks he's so far ahead he doesn't need to actually do things. You don't have nothing. You have an air staging facility, and you have a T2 headquarters. You have some power. You can start going T3. You also have the capability of just going for a snipe. How many of these are out of fuel? 13. He has a lot of interceptors. That's a lot of interceptors. Alright, MSG still running away with the eco game at 115 mass per second. He is the entirety of Team 2's mass income differential. Or Team 1's mass income differential. He's the only one who is over 100, and he is the only one producing enough mass to just absolutely spam everything. He is a very dangerous man. Very dangerous little space socialist. As we have more power generators being built. Are CYBRANs actually socialists? I don't even know. I know they're like a rebel group. Somebody tell me about the lore of the three factions. Go in the comments, write me up like a general overview of the lore. It needs to be 5,000 words or more. This is my essay assignment to all of you in the comments. I know nobody's gonna do that, so you know, that's worth it. I've played the FA campaign a little bit. I actually haven't played through the entire campaign of either Forged Alliance or original Subcom. I've played through the entire campaign of Subcom 2, which I know that's heresy, but you know, I actually started with Subcom 2 on the Xbox 360. I was playing Subcom 2, and then I found out about Subcom Forged Alliance, which was also on the Xbox 360, and then I was like, oh, well, that's interesting, and I found out it's so much better on PC. I've been a fan of RTSs for a long time. My very first was Command & Conquer on the Nintendo 64, and then the one that actually propelled me into loving RTSs is Halo Wars on the Xbox 360. As I talk nonsense over here because nothing interesting. Well, oh, actually, this is kind of interesting. We do have a tactical missile launcher firing missiles repeatedly over at our good friend Pearl 12. And actually getting quite a bit done as there's no TMD. Oh, you don't have TMD, Pearl? What heresy is this? What fresh new hell have you devised for yourself? As we have all of these asylums and the shield upgrade on Bolsonaro, this is very dangerous, very, very bad. Very, very not good for Bolsonaro. And we're just losing more mass extractors by the day. Good mass going down the drain. Yeah, I think it's now or never. You need to commit with your bricks and everything to try and kill Bolsonaro, because he still is on T1 spam life. A few obsidians mixed in. He still has so little mass compared to almost everybody else, except for Pearl 12, who just lost all of his mass generation, of course. And we have a bunch of units coming in on Bolsonaro's comm. Let's see if this is enough. There are bricks, there are hoplites, there is an enemy ACU with the gun and speed upgrade. We have a lot coming in to try and deal with this comm. Also, sorry about the stutter. It's still an issue, and it's still something that I have no control over fixing. So yeah, the stutter's just gonna happen. As we have more and more units pour out to try and kill this commander. Let's see how it's going. His T1 spam is just dying in droves. They are drowning the enemy in their blood, but it's really not working quite as well as that tactic sounds on paper. Drown the enemy in the blood of our men, something like that. And we do have a bunch. Oh, jesters coming in for Assassin. They're going to be shot down relatively quickly, but maybe not. Maybe these interceptors can kind of just tank up some of these shots from the ASFs, but we still have more T1 bombers coming out, more everything just trying to deal with this. We have all of these jesters which aren't currently firing. We have some Corsairs coming in. It does seem that Okpuk tried to pull his Corsairs off to try and deal with the he pulled his ASFs and everything back to try and deal with this snipe attempt. And oh, he's dead. Our first ejection here at 28 minutes on the dot. I think it was a T1 bomber that managed to snag that kill. And with that, Bolsonaro, our lowest rated player, is going to have his base destroyed, giving these T3 units out from Pearl 12 a chance to absolutely destroy, maybe get up into the base of Okpuk, start getting rid of some of these mass generation leads. With that, the mass generation totals have come down to a much more reasonable 30 mass a second difference, as we have mass totals becoming less relevant at 253,000 mass versus 224,000 mass totally accrued in this game. And a lot of that mass that was accrued by our good player Bolsonaro, and he is out of the game, so all of his mass is now just reclaim. We do have a lot of Mantis coming out to try and stop this T3 spam. We do, of course, have some T3 units. We have some Loyalists, and I would assume there's a brick or two somewhere coming over here to try and deal with these bricks. Are you going T3 air yet, my friend? You are going T3 air. We're finally going to have both players at least on a tech parity. Tech parity. Tech equilibrium between the factions. But despite being in quite the bad situation just a minute ago, with all of this mass being destroyed by this tactical missile launcher, with everything pushed back, Bolsonaro has managed to swing the game a little bit back into an even state by being haphazard and pushing too far with his comm. He thought all of his asylums and that shield upgrade would protect him, but Nay, it was not enough. These 4 bricks and a mix of bouncer anti-air. Every time I see the bouncer, I want to call it the scorpion anti-air because it looks like a scorpion. Why is it called the bouncer? Like a brick looks like a brick. Come on, fam. You got this. You can change the name to Scorpion. That was a player-created unit anyways. That's not in base FA. As we have loyalists just walking their way out here to get mowed down by bricks. All of these units are dying, but the bricks are slowly succumbing to the mantis spam. There is a certain quality and quantity. And there is a Monkey Lord coming out of MSG. I saw it in the chat. It was like monkey coming. I was like, oh, wait, what? There's a Monkey Lord? There is a Monkey Lord, or if you looked at my FAFcast number 2, this is a mantis. Totally a mantis. Coming out to try and kill Dave, who is running away with his comm. He does have some sniper bots out in the field, and he has some T3 units. Could maybe just try and push them underneath this shield to protect his fire base, but it does not seem like that's going to happen particularly soon. I've always loved the design of the T3 Mobile Arty for Seraphim with the little walkie legs. They got the little stumpy legs. Look at them. Look at them stumpy legs. Got them stump legs. Alright, and that Monkey Lord has seemingly been driven off. It's retreating currently. But MSG does have so much mass, and it does seem like he's producing yet another Monkey Lord. He is power stalling currently, which is never a good thing. But he's probably power stalling because he's using all of his mass at once. Nope, he is both power and mass stalling. I don't know what managed to cause that, but that is not good. You need more power generation, my friend. Construct additional pylons. Maybe he'll get that sorted out here soon. He does not have any overflow from Okpuk, who is also teetering on power stalling, having to constantly pause and unpause things. Both players could use a little bit more power generation. I wonder how much overflow Bolsonaro was doing, because he did have like this massive line of T1 power. Probably at the very least a little bit of overflow. Probably wasn't enough to actually fix the power problems they're currently having, but you know. As far as things go, power is very important. Power is among the most important things. Without power, you can't do anything else. You can have as many T3 mexes as you want. If you don't have any power generators, you're useless. As we have more Corsairs out for Okpuk. How many this time? We have 23 Corsairs, using them for base defense, just killing Tech 3 units as more and more pressure is being exerted up here by Team 2, trying to push forward as we have a battery of TML out from MSG. Is that being effective? It does seem to be killing off the TMD, and Pearl 12 is not impressed by this tactic. Pearl 12 is very unhappy with the spam of TML that he's had to deal with this game, having to deal with originally just the TML over here, and it's CYBRAN TML, so it's even worse. Now he's going to have to build even more TMD. I would start that very soon. You have T2. You're building TMD over here, but that's not very useful. You want it over here, because this stuff is about to start absolutely destroying you. Ah, I just love the design of them. Like, I'm sorry if this is completely sidetracked, but they look so cool. Ah, it's so cool looking. I love the design of those. I like that design, but I don't really like the design of some of the other ones. Like, I think the T3 mobility for CYBRAN, while it's effective, it doesn't look that cool. The Demolisher looks okay. The AEON one also kind of looks stupid. I'm a sucker for things that look cool. The brick also looks quite cool in my opinion. Percival's look very cool too. Everything looks pretty cool in FAF. Most things look cool. Spider bots, you know. This game, despite being very old, a game from 2007, 13 years old, it's a game that has quite a bit of aesthetic value, even if it's not high res or high definition, like super detailed stuff. It's just very nice designs, as we have these monkey lords pushing out now together, and I don't see how these could be stopped by just some T3 units and the sniper bots. Of course, the sniper bots are going to do a lot of damage, possibly kill off one of these monkey lords, as long as they focus fire. Sniper bots also look cool. I like the design of a lot of the Seraphim units. I don't like playing Seraphim very much. I'm more of a CYBRAN or UEF player. I think my most played though is AEON, because I used to play nothing but AEON. I don't know. We have some bricks pouring in over here from Pearl 12 to try and stop these monkey lords. I feel he's being a little bit too conservative with his monkey lords. He could just keep pushing. He knows he has air support and 1,000 Corsairs with which to help him. That is a lot of Corsairs. Like, a lot of Corsairs. That's 33 Corsairs. He has so many Corsairs that he's having Corsairs run out of fuel. That doesn't happen very often. Usually your Corsairs are built, they go in for a snipe, and they die. As these Corsairs go in for a snipe, is there anything here that can protect them? Oh, do they have scouting on it? Oh, no! No, MSG. I mean, Dave. Dave, you must dodge. Dodge for your life, Dave. Oh my gosh, that is some smexy dodging. If you can get over to this shield, send the shield to your comm. Send the shield to your comm. You can live, my friend. I believe in you. Just get under that shield. Get under that shield. Get under that shield. Okay, he's under the shield. He's under the shield. He's under the shield. Is it going to protect him for very long? No! Too many Corsairs, and that is the ejection of Dave, arguably one of the best performing players for Team 2. He had the most mass on his team, and now it's all gonna go down, and all of this is going to go down. Well, not all of it. A lot of this is gonna go down, but the mexes at least don't, because they were upgraded. And that is the death of Dave. But as that happens, Okpuk here in the back is in dire straits as he is being attacked by a bunch of tier 3 and the occasional tier 2 unit. A bunch of bricks over here. Okpuk in a serious amount of trouble. 9,000 health on that comm currently. 7,000. 6,000. 5,000. 4,000. 3,000. 2,000. 1,000. He's going to die. That's Okpuk dead. There is no longer an air advantage. If that had come just a couple of seconds earlier, we would still have Dave. These two monkey lords are starting to push in. What can they achieve? What can they get done? They need to start dealing with this air presence. We need out some tier 3 gunships or something to deal with that. We need to start seeing some kind of response here, because these monkey lords are going to cause so much trouble if they get into this base, especially if they kill off Assassin, who now actually has an advantage in the air position. Also, Pearl 12 should probably start moving his comm. Oh, wait, no. They're seemingly going for the base of Assassin. We need more units to come back here. We need units to try and defend this. We need to just get bodies in between the mass and power and Tech 3 headquarters of Assassin, and of course, Assassin's comm also needs protection. We need gunships. T2 gunships. Spam T2 gunships. Your jesters. Anything. You have all these T1 factories. Make something with them. T1 PD is not the answer. Please, don't do this to yourself. That strat bomber is nice. Don't make more. Don't keep making strat bombers. Please tell me that's not what you're doing. Oh, he was making strat bombers. Strat bombers are not very fast at killing these. I mean, nothing is going to be exceptionally fast, but strat bombers, definitely not the answer. Oh, come on. No, he's going to lose the HQ, I bet. He's going to lose the HQ. Yep, that's the HQ down. Oh, no. First Monkey Lord dead, though. Maybe he can recover this. But all of his power is right here and it's exposed. No, he just lost a T3 power generator. He's about to lose his remaining T2 and T1 power generators. Does he have any power generation anywhere else on the map? He does not. Having all of his power right here is going to doom him. Oh, it's just this T3 power generator. Please. Please save it somehow. I don't know how you would save it. Oh no. And with that, he goes down to 40 mass a second. He has one Tech 1 power generator somewhere. That's his entire power generation right now. Oh no. That's so bad. That's so bad. That's so nasty by MSG. Just coming in, taking out the man's power. He knows that's... Oh, man. No power. Can't use all this reclaim that was just gifted to him. As we have more and more tactical missile launchers spamming out missiles. Oh my gosh, how many TMLs does this man have? Can I please select your units? There we go. 11 tactical missile launchers. Just throwing out mass missiles at these mexes. Oh, that's so filthy. Oh, I'm gonna need to take a bath after this. Oh, MSG playing dirty, taking out the power, using missile launcher spam. Oh, that just feels bad. And there's nothing you can really do. Like, even if you spam a whole bunch of TMD, it's CYBRAN missiles. Like, what are you supposed to do other than walk over here and kill this? And walking over here and killing this is kind of difficult because there's a Monkey Lord. I mean, I guess there's no static defense, so if you had enough, you could do it. Or no real static defense. How many strat bombers did you have left over? You still have 3 strat bombers. Why not just send them over here against the comm? You not know where the comm is? He doesn't have really any air defense, from what I can tell. Like, great air defense. I guess he could make some T3 bouncers. That could help him out a little bit. Another monkey out for MSG, and it's also pushing its way into the... seemingly into the main base of Assassin, who is building lines of T1 power and a hydrocarbon. That's really unfortunate. These tactical missiles just coming in, destroying everything that's been built up by Pearl 12. He's dealt with tactical missiles all game between Okpuck and MSG, just abusing tactical missiles. This spider bot is not going to be built in time. That's a fact. And he's about to lose all of his base. He's going to lose that T3 HQ. Yep. Death to the T3 HQ. That sucks. Oh, this is just such a bad situation. MSG sitting up here, being the quiet eco player, has now come into full force, spamming out Monkey Lords, spamming out missile launchers, spamming out units to just defend. Oh no. It was so close. We had the snipe over here, and then if Dave hadn't been sniped, I guarantee you this game would have been a win for Team 2. But I don't see how they can come back from this. I'm not seeing it. I think that MSG is probably... Yeah, he even has T3 air now. Oh, man. That feels bad. That feels real bad. He still doesn't have any power, does he? Assassin, what are you looking at? You're looking at 400 power generation to 118 mass generation. Hopelessly power locked. As Pearl 12's comm is running away, he has lost everything. Pearl 12 is on 18 mass and 80 power generation per second. It feels so bad. Wait, how is he on 18 mass or 20 mass generation? Where is... Oh, all of his mexes are up here. He's taking all of these mexes at the enemy base. As we do have a run-by of units up here, but they're going to be stopped swiftly by the bricks out from MSG. And I think... Oh, they did kill the monkey. Maybe that's not all she wrote. I was about to say, I think that's all she wrote. How would a comeback happen? I mean, if this run-by is extremely effective, manages to kill off a bunch of T3 mexes, maybe set back MSG a little bit, but he is producing T3 air now, so, like, he has T3 air, T3 land. They're both up here, kind of protected next to his comm. Speaking of the conversation earlier, yeah, I do not think the trebuchets look particularly cool. Pearl 12 calling it. It's he says there's T3 air. It's GG. I think that's probably talk right the talk you hear right before a Control K. As Assassin still spamming out power generators, about to hit 1,000 mass a second, or power a second, which, I mean, I guess kudos to him for building all this power, but he's now so far behind. They don't have... Despite all of this, they still have less mass generation and power generation than their opponents. 1.4k power versus 11,000 power and 181 total mass for MSG versus 122 total mass a second for Team 2. So yeah, MSG has managed to swipe victory from the jaws of defeat with those Monkey Lords. And that is a Control K out from our blue CYBRAN player. Bless his heart, he was over here just dealing with tactical missiles all game and dealing with Bolsonaro's annoying gun comm with all the shields. He has been kind of focused down for most of the game. And then we have Assassin, who is left alone on his little island. Well, not really island, his little plateau. I mean, I guess he is left alone on his island, per se. But, you know. Well, weren't we talking about this at the beginning of the cast? This middle place should be the island. If these are two rivers, then this would have to be an island, right? Unless this is like some weird situation where the rivers come in and go down, rivers come in and go out like that. So, like, these rivers just so happen to decide to get close to each other and then fuck off. I guess that's possible. This is very weird terrain going on here, damn it. Complaining about the terrain. As we have mass engineer deaths over here. Assassin saying GG, is that going to be a Control K? I'm guessing it will be. Because this game is now a foregone conclusion. Let's go ahead and speed it up just to see what happens. And I sped it up to 10 and replay over. That means he Alt F4'd, so the match ends. And our winner, our victorious player, is going to be MSG. Congratulations to you. We also, I think the last cast I did with Okpuk, he was on the winning team as well. Okpuk, I think, might have carried that game. It was the Pyramid game, if I remember correctly. Go ahead and go check that out if you want to see some more Okpuk. And yeah, that is about it for this cast. I will see you all in the next one. Ooh, I have to cast like another 4 games, so we're gonna be sitting here all day. We're gonna go get some water and cast some more games. If you're enjoying this series, you may also enjoy my Fallout 4 series. You may also enjoy a couple upcoming series I'm gonna have on other RTS games, and I would deeply appreciate it if you could go check out my Discord, subscribe, like, comment, all that bullshit, and yeah, see you around.